Good morning. Strike action at Spanish airports has been called during the Christmas holiday period. However, if no agreement is reached, it could also stretch into the first quarter of next year. Yesterday, the CCOO union reported it would register a call for strikes at the airport operator Aena due to the non-payment of productivity pay. According to the union, productivity pay had been paid for years prior to the pandemic. However, since then, it has not been reinstated. Despite negotiations over several months, an agreement has still not been reached. They say air traffic has now recovered and has reached levels from 2019. Furthermore, in some airports, it's even exceeded those levels. With over 65s already representing 16.5% of all drivers in Spain last year, most of the changes from the DGT in the requirements for driving licence renewal will apply to the elderly. In addition to making up a large proportion of drivers, the over 65s also account for 26% of fatalities in traffic accidents. The head of the traffic authority said with age, reflexes don't remain the same and responsiveness decreases. Currently, people over 65 must sit a test before the renewal of their driving licence is granted to continue driving for 5 years. The DGT considers that period to be excessive. The DGT aims to increase the frequency of medical and aptitude assessments for this group. The aim is to achieve greater road safety for everyone. The INE estimates that by 2030, 1 in 4 Spaniards will be over the age of 65. One of the proposals on the table is that the doctor responsible for driving examinations should have access to the medical history of each driver. Forensic archaeologists have exhumed 53 bodies from shallow graves in the Basque town of Orduna that were dug back in 1941 as part of a process of healing the country's wounds from the Franco dictatorship era. The investigators will try and identify the remains and return them to relatives so they can be formally buried. More than 500,000 people were killed during the Civil War. Historians estimate that more than 100,000 remain missing, many in unmarked graves. The coalition government approved a bill back in 2020 to finance exhumations from the unmarked graves as part of a wider effort to find out the truth about the dictatorship's crimes and heal the wounds still open 4 decades after Franco's death. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.